So this video is going to demonstrate how to add new parts and put a quick instruction for the router. First, we're going to open up our template. You can do that by going to the screen and right-clicking. It'll open the template up in Spreadsheet. And you can see here that the front spreadsheet is just mimicking the spreadsheet on the order sheet. Okay, to add a part, we're just going to open up our toolbox. Once the toolbox is open, then we're just going to click on the cell we want and then just tell it to add a new row. You'll see that this row here is just a copy of the top row, which defines what your column headers are going to be, which is one row above your start named range where we know where to begin. So once we have this, then we're going to name our part. It's a stretcher. We're going to set the quantity equal to however many cabinets are ordered. So if we order 5 cabinets, we'll order 5 stretchers. The height of the stretcher is going to be referred to as the length of the part, which would be the width of the cabinet minus 2 times the thickness of the material. So when you order the cabinet, if you want the cabinet to be 20 inches wide, then the nailer will be the appropriate length. And then we're going to make the width 4.5. And then the thickness will be the thickness of the material. And we already have a name range for that. The species will be the material, the name of the material that we're using. And again, we're doing this so that anything that's changed in the spreadsheet at the point of order will correspond to the part. We're going to set up a grain of 0. That way it's turnable. And we're going to give this a part type of 2 because it's a common sheet good. Okay, so we're going to hit save, and now what we're going to do is add a border. If you just want the bill of materials to reflect that there's a stretcher that exists, you don't have to do anything more. But if we're going to incorporate a router program to this, then we want to add a border. And the reason we do this, and it's a little bit redundant, but we have to tell it the width, the length, and the thickness of the material as it corresponds to the board in case they're different, and it also gives you an option to option out the piece away from the 0 point. Then I'm going to put a bore in here. We're going to put it on the top. We're going to set the bore so it's in the middle of the panel of the stretcher, just to demonstrate how you can do this. And so we're just going to make it half of everything, half the width, half the length, and half the thickness. It's going to have a diameter of 0.315. And so there's the thickness. So that's how deep it's going to go, and all of our depths have to be negative, so it penetrates the top surface. So now all I have to do is order from the template, and it will make all of the parts that are required for that box. Now within this box we have a template in a template, so you're going to see that it's going to make the door and the drawer box as well. But if I come down here to the bottom of the stretcher, then you can see that I've got, the bottom of the box, you can see that I have a new part called stretcher. If I click on it, it'll show me the image of the part with the circle that demonstrates the board hole. If you right click on the DXF column, it'll open up the DXF for the drawing. And you can see that the DXF is, it's in 3 dimensions, and it reflects the nature of the hole and the location. Okay, so once we have that run, then this is our program name, and so you can see that. And so I'm going to open up the Campus software and open that part up so that you can see what it looks like in the machine. So I got to go out to our shared drive on our server, and I'll open up that program, and there you see our stretcher, perfect in dimension for the cabinet we ordered with the hole right as we programmed it. I hope this was informative, and look forward to talking to you on more videos. Thanks.